Hi everyone, you're welcome. You're welcome to this course. Where I'll be teaching you everything about freelance ghostwriting. Are you looking for a way to make a living as a writer, or even if you're not a writer, you're just probably looking for a skill that you can earn with? Yeah, you might really need to consider freelance ghostwriting. And if you're not a writer, you can be sure that is a go-to for you. It's one of the way you can easily, although by work, make your first millions online. So let's get right into it. And if you notice my title, I really want to go into this freelance ghostwriter. I just want to talk about what this skill is all about and then tell you the possibilities with it. Now, there are possibilities, and yeah, what I want to tell you are possibilities, and it will now depend on you to put in the work and for you to get results. So, freelance ghostwriting is one of the high income skill that anybody can lay their hands on now. But regardless of the fact that it's an high income skill, you will need to put in the work for you to have the desired results. So let's get right into it. Now, freelance ghostwriting. What is freelance ghostwriting? Freelance ghostwriting involves you writing content for individuals or companies who then take credit as a author while you get paid. So, as a freelance, as a ghostwriter, you remain anonymous. Yeah, that's the whole picture of a ghostwriter. You can either write books, articles, blogs, webs, everything that has to do with content for clients or individuals, and then you get paid, and then they take the credit for it. So, what are the earning potentials of a ghostwriter? Freelance ghostwriter can earn anywhere from a few $100s to seven figures per year. Depending now, the seven figures is in dollar, you're right? Yeah, depending on experience and the amount of work you put into. Yeah, in ghostwriting, in freelance ghostwriting specifically, you earn per your work. It's not like a salary job that you get paid at the end of the month. You are in charge of your earnings, you are in charge of your income. You only earn as per how many clients you're able to work with, how many companies you're able to work with. So that is it, but it has the potential of giving you a good earning if you put in the work. So how do you get started? One of the way you get started as a ghostwriter is you get a portfolio of writing samples. Is that you want to go into ghostwriting for for blog, for website, whatever niche of ghostwriting you want to go into, is important for you to have a portfolio. And now I mentioned that it's not necessary for you to be a writer before you can hand with ghostwriting. Yes, it's not necessary. What is necessary is for you to have an idea of what it is that ghostwriting is all about. So when you're not a writer, what you can do is that you get clients that want to write their books, that want to write articles, that want to write blog posts, and then you get a writer that can do the job for you. Why you will pay the writer out of the money that the client has paid you. So that is how you can do it if you are not a writer. And it's actually a wonderful way to earn some money for yourself. It will, although you are doing something, but if you want to look at it from the base of like you can earn without doing nothing, because you are just going to be like a middleman between the client and the writer that is doing the job. But regardless of the fact that you are a writer or you are not a writer, you need to still have a portfolio that you can share with the client that you are trying to get the job from. So and then yeah, you create profile on freelance platforms. We'll talk about that more as we go on. Then considering offering discounted, but yeah, one thing you should consider when you want to start out as a ghostwriter is you must offer a competitive price. Be sure that you're offering a competitive price. Don't just don't overprice. We're still going to talk about that. Then yeah, like I mentioned, no writing experience required. It's not compulsory you are a writer when if you consider freelance ghostwriting. So even if you are not a writer, you can still enter freelance ghostwriting, and that is a kind of, should I say, it's 100% true. It's not compulsory you're a writer before you can earn. All you need to do is to have an idea. Of course, you can't be dumb. because if you want to you want to relate with the client that wants to give you the writing job before you give it to a writer. So you must have some idea of what it is that you are doing before a client can be able to trust you with their work. Yeah, so my story now. I want to actually pin in this just for you to see the possibilities that is right in freelance ghostwriting. So I want to share my story so you know that what I'm saying, I'm not just saying, I'm talking from experience. I'm not just sharing with you what is not possible, and I'm not sharing with you a kind of get rich quick scheme, or what do they call it. So one of an highlight for me as a freelance ghostwriter is I I crossed from earning 400,000 a year as a worker in an hospital to earning up to 1 million naira on a single book. And that is a game changer for me when I started out as a freelancer. I was earning as low as 400,000 per year. And then coming into freelance ghostwriting, I was able to earn 1 million naira just on a single project. And there are other projects and of course there are other projects that I've worked on, but having that kind of experience is a game changer for me. And I was like, wow, that means when that happened, where have I been? If a skill can give me my supposedly like 3 years earning on one project, then I'm really, really going to put in my effort into this. And I advise you to do so. I'm telling you the possibilities in it, and I'm sharing my story with you to understand that that is what is possible. So if you are looking for yourself, if you are looking to you are considering an high income skill, you can be sure that freelance ghostwriting is really a way to go. My top any project I work on a biography, an autobiography of a client, and then I charge the client $2,500. And yeah, I get the gig on Fiverr. I got the gig on Fiverr, and Fiverr do takes 20%. So even after Fiverr takes that 20%, I still have $2,000 to myself. And that particular gig is actually one of the easiest gig I've ever worked on. Um, and one thing that gave me an edge over that is just because it's just an idea, and just that I've made up my mind to transition into what I'm doing. I've put my mind at it, and that's one thing I do tell people that want to probably ask, what am I doing? They want to start freelance business, or even if they want to transition into an online business. Everything that you do starts from your mind. So if you are like you want to start a business online, and your mind is that your mind is that you want to make money, it might not really work for you, because everything needs education. Like, you need to learn something before it works out. So that is it. I can actually say that actually I got the gig on Fiverr, and the way Fiverr works, especially as at that time, and that was 2020, 2021, should be 2021 or 2021. Then yeah, once your account is doing well, Fiverr will pop up your account, and then clients will message you. And even when clients message you, one client might message, as clients message, they might have well message 10 other ghostwriters at the same time. So it will takes you to know how to communicate with clients. It will takes you to know how to close them for that particular job to comes to you. So how I make 7 figures as a ghostwriter? Find out my skill. Actually, there isn't any secret like that, but the main thing is anything you do at all takes hard work, dedication, and not giving up. Like, I've made over $10,000 in this freelance ghostwriting. I decided to just give that round figure. It's way over 10,000 dollars between 2021 and this year that we are in. Well, one of the things that has actually given me, especially this year, looks as if is kind of shaky for ghostwriters, especially those that are working on Fiverr. If you have been a ghostwriter and you are on Fiverr, you will have had that complaint, and if you've been probably if you belong to a group, you will have had that complaint that there is no work, there is no gig, and all that. Even as that there is no, I can still say that I've worked on few projects this year, and I'm still working on one that has that has given me over $1,000. So if I have given up, I'm like, and I still have other accounts that I'm working on. But I've given up, like, this thing is not working again. Then what else is going to work? One thing that I think when people be like something is not working and it's because they have options, and many a times those options are not really options. When I left my place of work, like I said, I was earning less than what I was in was not up to three was not up to 400,000. So I should be around 300, 370 something per year, because I was collecting between 30,000 to 35,000 naira per month. Now if I'm still if I'm still working, if I'm to be working as I'm still working in that hospital and I'm hearing that, how much is 30,000 naira? How much is 35,000 naira compared to what this skill can offer me? So people feel like sometimes they want to go ahead and be doing salary job. They prefer to be doing salary job than to engage their mental work, than to engage their skill. But for me, that's a no for me. So one of the main secret is not giving up and be dedicated to it. You putting up your mind, I want to do this and I want to be successful at it. Every business, like I said, freelance ghostwriting is a business like every other business. So every business needs your hard work, needs your dedication, needs you not to give up. And that is that. So my lessons learned the hard way. Yeah, there are some lessons I learned the hard way as when I start out as a freelance ghostwriter. When I started out, I don't have sufficient knowledge about it. And I started out on Fiverr. Even now, I'm still not very comfortable transitioning into other platform. Although I'm working on another platform, I'm working on Upwork, Guru, Livingstone Research, and all that, and then LinkedIn too. But it's not so easy for me to transition out of, because I started out on freelance platform, and it's so easy then, like it kind of easy once you're able to work on your account and you get your account to first page, it kind of easy. And the job that will be left for you to do is to close clients once they come into your once they message you that they have something for you. But now is not like that. You need to put in a lot of work to go after clients, and do a lot of work to get clients to you for yourself. But that a lot of work is still the normal work that is necessary for you to do. So it's important to understand the nitty-gritty of any business, and that's the idea of it. It's important for you to understand the nitty-gritty of any business you want to do. Understand the process, understand the pros and cons. Know what you are supposed to know, what you are supposed to prepare for, know how professional you are supposed to be. Don't do a kind of guesswork. And that's what I will say about that. Now, freelance platform that you can work with, like I said, Fiverr is still one of the best freelance platform that you can work with on as a ghostwriter. Upwork too. There are thousands of jobs that are posted every day. Guru, Freelancer, we have up to 100 freelance platforms that you can work on. But I'm going to just limit it to these four in this course. Upwork, clients post jobs every day. One of the things that will give you edge on Upwork if you know how to craft a very convincing proposal. You need to craft a very convincing proposal. For Fiverr, your profile has to be good and it must be on the first page for you to be able to get clients at all. Then Guru too, you must know how to craft a very good proposal to apply for jobs. But I tell you, clients post job every day. Your own is to do your own assignment to know how to get this job. Now, I just need to say this again. People need to get it off their mind that online work is a smart way of working. Yes, smart way. What actually makes smart work is the hard work behind it. If you are not ready to be hardworking, there is nothing really like smart work. But if you can put in the work, yeah, it's of course within is it not smart? Like I shared my story that I was able to earn 1 million naira on one particular book, and afterward I've been able to get like $1,500 gig, 900 gig, so and so forth like that. Of course, if we want to look at the end, that's a smart way to work. Instead of me doing 9 to 5 every day, and then at the end of the day I'm earning 30,000 naira in a month. What if I invest my time in learning an high income skill, and then I'm able to learn much more than that? That is where the smart working comes in. Now it's not as if when you are working smart, you are not doing something. You need to still do what is normal, what is required for any business that you want to do. Advice for aspiring ghostwriters. So if I'm going to advise you, if you later consider this skill, if you are a writer, I always say to you that you should build your writing skills very well. Build your writing skills, read as much as possible online. Yeah, and then be smart too. Let me add that, be very smart. As a ghostwriter, I'm talking about myself. I don't do all sorts of writing. The only type of writing that I can do myself, I want to write at all, is non-fiction. And then when clients might come to you, are like they want to write autobiography, they want to write biography, they want to write memoir. Then the first time that a client comes to me and they want to write memoir, I quickly went to check online to check what memoir is all about. Though I know that I know I have writers that can handle it, but I don't know about it. Now what if I don't know about it and I just tell the client that I don't know what memoir is all about? Would that make any sense to the client? Like, I don't know what memoir is all about. I don't know what. So you need to build your writing skills, and you need to go online to read about how many type of books that are available, what type of content and all that. So when a client comes to you with a particular request, you don't start looking like, oh, I don't know what is going on. So you need to succeed as a freelance ghostwriter, you need to have a strong writing skills, take courses, read books, and practice writing every day. That's if you're a writer. Now, if you are not a writer and you want to enter freelance ghostwriting, which means you want to be like a middleman between the client and the writer, which is a very good thing that you can do. If that's what you want to do, make sure you also read books, read online, get yourself familiar to the field, so that is a provide exceptional service. Focus on providing the best possible service to your clients, deliver high quality work on time, and communicate effectively. And that's one thing that will make your client to keep coming back to you. You need to know how to stick to your once any client comes to you, make sure you know how you that's part of your work, is what you need to learn. You need to learn how you are going to keep them to yourself. Then be strategic with pricing. Yeah, very important. Don't undervalue your service, but don't overprice yourself either. Research the market and set reasonable rates based on your experience and skills. Is that you are using Fiverr, you are using Upwork, you are using Guru, freelancer.com, or you are using LinkedIn, you are connecting with the client directly. Make sure you don't undervalue your service and don't also overprice it. But one thing that is important is that as you are starting out, set competitive price. Offer your client discount that you know that nobody will possibly offer them. Offer them values, offer them discounts that will make them to come to you. Now, the heart of ghostwriting. Now, I've explained of what freelance ghostwriting is all about and all that. Now, the heart of ghostwriting itself, like you've gotten a job that you want to work on. Number one, capture the author's voice. As a ghostwriter, you are not working for yourself. You are not working on your own project. The client has something in mind for him to have bring the job to you. So you must understand what your client needs, so you can give him the exact thing. So the key to successful ghostwriting is capturing the author's voice and writing style. Study their existing work and communication to get a sense of their style. You can ask them if they have a previous work they've done before. Ask them to send it so you can understand how their style of working. And even if they don't have anything before, make sure you understand to avoid doing revision over and over again. Make sure you understand that style of writing, because it's not your voice. You want to write for the client, and you must write in their own voice. Number two, research and interview. Even if you are a subject matter expert, you need to conduct research and interview to gather information and insight for your writing. Like that is very important. You don't just write nonsense. You must make sure that you you did a good research to be able to do what is right. Then number three, work closely with your author. Communication is key when working with an author. Keep in contact throughout the project to ensure that you are meeting their expectation. And this is very important. I don't know this why this is important is that like this is what a usual practice that I used to do. Whenever I'm working with a client, I will share with the client the introduction. I will share chapter one, I will share chapter two. I'll keep sharing with the client. So if there is anything to avoid after being done with everything and they can't be like, no, I don't want this. So it is important that you communicate every step with the client. Then number four, be professional and confidential. As a ghostwriter, you are privy to confidential information. Maintain professionalism and confidentiality at all times to build trust with your client. This is very important. You must understand what it means to be a ghostwriter. You don't finish writing your client's work and then you go post it on your wall. No, that is not being professional. You must be confidential with their information. Yeah, conclusion and my advice for you. I hope I've been able to do justice to what freelance ghostwriting is all about. I hope I've been able to answer some questions in your heart, and this course as me is useful for you. So if you have any question, I will somewhere in this course I will put my contacts. You can come into my DM and ask any question that you have. But my advice for you, if you want to take this skill serious, if you want to consider any with it has a huge any potentials, possibilities, but you have to put in the work to get it, and you have to make up your mind that if this is what I want to do, I want to do it. One of the nonsense that I think I've seen online is somebody will be doing affiliate marketing today. Oh, if this is not working, do for freelance ghostwriting tomorrow. Oh, it's not working, then another thing. I just keep jumping from one thing to another. No, that is not going to be you. I will advise that that should not be you. And then another thing that I would like to tell you is that if you want to do this, get yourself a community of writers, get yourself a community of freelancers that you can be learning from their experience. And then another thing is that if you can afford to get a mentor, that would be cool for you. I have my mentorship. I charge as little as like 15,000 naira for that I can guide you on how to make Fiverr, how to open a professional account, and also I think I also in this course you will there is a section where you will learn how to open a professional seller account. Yeah. I took my time to record a step-by-step video on how I open my account. There has been this complaint this day that Fiverr is not approving sellers account, but all the account I've opened like four accounts this year, and all of it was approved. So I recorded step by step on how you can open a Fiverr account. So if you think you are okay with this course, that's so beautiful. It has fulfilled my desire. That's what I want to see you excel in whatever you want to do. You can put in the work, watch the video course on how to open an account, and then you open an account and you succeed at it. That would be so so beautiful. It's going to make me happy. But if you think you need more help, I'm also going to be making like I'm also going to be making you some offer, and somewhere in this course you also find that I'll put it in a document where you there is a course on ghostwriting income generator. That course will take you a step further in your um ghostwriting career. To really really take you a step further, because it's going to be taking you beyond Upwork, Fiverr, and all those freelance platforms, and how you can land contracts and all that. And then there is also a freelancing for smartphone. That course will be useful for you. And actually, just take your time to go through it, go through the landing page. If you think it's something you can get, I would advise you to go ahead and get it. But if this is all that you need, if this is cool for you, then it's also fine with me. And I can't wait to read your success story. Bye bye.